and welcome to my channel. I'm Sharon and this is Fun with Cross Stitch. Today is Wednesday the 20th of August 2025 and this is my 90-second whip update video. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well today. It is very wet and cold here in Queensland today. We're supposed to get rain for about 3 or 4 days now, so it's going to be a bit chilly and a bit wet, but we get through all that. Welcome back all my existing subscribers. I'm glad you come back every time I put up a video, and thank you for that. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for popping along and clicking on my channel to see what I have to show you, and hopefully you enjoy the content that I put out there. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and then you'll know when I put out another video. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, so I've got 7 whips done this fortnight, or last fortnight. Not as many as I'd like to do, but I've had a bit of a rearrange in the craft room. Well, I mean, you can see there's a different location at the back, sort of, on a different angle. Hubby went and brought me a Singer overlocker so that I can overlock all my whips, because Tiger's decided he wants to try and chew them, so I can overlock all the fabric. That way he won't have any cotton to chew, which is good. And because he got me an overlocker, I had nowhere to put it. So we went to IKEA, got a few things, and he brought me a desk. And this is one of those desks that raise up and go down. That way, when I'm cutting fabric, I can raise it up and stand up, and I'm not busting my back bending over. So it's lovely. It's a huge one. I will put a photo up of the desk. I got my computer one end. I have my sewing machine and overlocker the other end. And at the moment, you're sitting in the middle. There is plenty of room. I think it's about 160 centimetres long. So it just fits in the room. Sort of compact now. There's not much else I can get to go in this room. But I had a big clean out. I even cleaned out all the wardrobe. I will put up some photos and show you what the room looks like now. But yeah, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. I don't feel so boxed in. Okay, but you're not here to hear about what I got. You're here to see the stitching. One moment. Yeah, still got a bit of a runny nose, and my nose is a bit red. But at the moment, I think it might have something to do with the pollen and that in the air. It might be like a hay fever at the moment, I think. Because if I take a Zyrtec, which is a hay fever tablet, I'm fine for the day. So that's what I'm going to have to start doing for a little while, I think. Maybe there's just too much pollen or dust in the air. So I'm not sure. But again, we got off track. So let's get into the stitching. Okay, so for the fortnight I worked on 7 whips and I got 7,110 stitches. So considering I was doing a lot of other things, I don't think that's too bad. I didn't get to work on everything that I picked out, but the ones that I didn't work on will be worked on next fortnight. So let's get stuck into these. My first one was a new start, Doreen Jones, and it's called Happiness is a Rainbow of New Thread Skeins. Now I'm doing this one with Nessa. If you haven't watched Nessa, pop over and see her channel, Cross Stitching with Nessa. She's due to put out a video on Friday, so keep an eye out for that one. If you like what I stitch, you'll like what she stitches. So this is the one we're doing together. Now I'm doing this one on an orange. It's Autumn Carnival. It's a 25 count Lagana from Colour Cascades. Now I got a start on this one. I got 718 stitches. And this is where we are so far. So I've done the word rainbow and I've started This piece going up here is a tape measure. Now at first I wasn't sure whether it would pop off on this fabric, but I think it looks all right. I think by the time I get all of it done and these excuse me, these blues in, I think this is all going to pop. Now I'm admitting this border, I'm not going to be putting the border in. I don't think it really needs it. So that's where we are with this one. I'm loving the colours. So it should all pop by the time I get it all done. Now I think there's only about 7,000 stitches on the whole thing. I think that's what Nessa worked out. So it won't take long to get done. Well, in theory, it shouldn't take long to get done. In theory, none of them should take long to get done. It's just how many whips we have. I've got my Parramatta cup today. Cup of tea. It's too cold for a Coke. So I got a hot cup of tea today. Okay, the next one I worked on was Sewing Cats. This one is by Soda Stitch. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Oh, I just remembered I haven't written down any percentages. Not really prepared today, am I? But anyway, we've got all the numbers. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Now I'm working on the middle shelf. Now I have had a few issues with Pattern Keeper actually. It's given me a wrong colour. Now I just kept stitching away and it's given me the wrong colour for the cat. But I didn't realise till I was finished, because you know how you get into a rhythm and then you just keep stitch and then that's what I actually stitched. So that's where I was with this one, but I'm not sure. I think I'm going to leave it. It is going to be original. It is different, but I think I like it. This is where we are with this one. Now, when I started this fortnight, I had this side done, and I think I had the black part of one lot of scissors done. So I got all this done, the shelf finished. So that shelf is done. But see how the cat is white in the middle instead of a yellow. But actually, I don't think it looks too bad. I'm umming and ahhing whether to change it or whether to just leave it and do the back stitching. Because all I've got left to do now on this shelf is back stitch. And that was my challenge for this year, to get the shelf done. So that one is finished. So he doesn't look too bad. From a distance, I think it looks quite cute. What do you think? What's your thoughts? There, so I got 1,389 stitches to finish that shelf. Now, when I work on this again, I'll be doing the back stitch. I want to get the back stitching done this year. And then I will go on to the top shelf. So I want to get, see, this one is all done now. See how it's supposed to be yellow? Well, on Pattern Keeper, it gave me a white, and I didn't even realise what I was stitching. I just stitched away and then worked out, oh, it's supposed to be yellow. But it doesn't look too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'll work on this one next, and then I'll go down to this real big one. Now, this is the one that Nessa's working on as well, so she's working down this way. Pop along to hers to see how far she's got. It's looking great. Yes. I will be doing a plans video, so that'll probably get released in October, because we've got holidays in October, so I'll have it done and I'll release it while we're on holidays, and that way you're still getting a video from me. Because I won't be able to do one. I won't get much stitching done otherwise. Okay, the next one is Northern Expressions Needleworks. This is a Twisted Christmas Sampler. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. It's so colourful. Now, I'm doing this one with Nessa, and we were going to do a band a month. Now we're both behind. I'm up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've just done 6 bands so far. So I'm only a couple of months behind. But that's okay. Life happens. Now this one, I got a whopping 2,738 stitches. This one I really went to town on. This is what it's looking like now. Now when you've seen it last, I was up to this one, but I don't think I'd finished this band. And I got into it. I thought, I'll just try one of these, see what they look like. I did that one, did the little bit. And then I thought, no, that's it. Got to keep going. They are so fun to stitch. There's only green, red, and 2 metallics. So fun to stitch. Or Crynex, not metallics. Yeah. I do have a specialty stitch to put in here yet, which goes in all these gaps. But also, underneath that, between the Christmas ball and the specialty stitch, is a row of beads. So I'm not going to put the specialty stitch in until I put the beads in. And the beads aren't going in until I'm finished. So that one is technically finished, but I still have the beads and 1 specialty stitch in each gap. So call it what you will. I've called it a finish without the beads. But the beads are the last thing I'm putting on. Because I'm doing it in a Q-snap, I don't want to snap the beads. So when I'm finished, I'll roll it up in hand, start from the top. Actually, I should put it that way. Start from the top. And then I will put all the beads in. But yeah, loving it. Loving it. Now the next band is a mixture between specialty stitches and normal stitches, which is this Christmas one here. These ones here. So that's going to be fun. But I will get some more done into this one. I want to try and catch up. I did want to finish it by the end of the year, but unless I get really stuck into it like I did this one, we will see. It's because the bands are getting bigger now. So that's how wide it's going to be. I mean, it's not going to be any bigger than that for a band. So we will see how we go. If I can get it finished, I will. If not, it'll be a carry-on for next year, but that's all in plans. I don't want to go into plans yet. We'll leave that a mystery for now. So yeah, I was quite happy with my my progress on that one. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is the mug sale. Now this is a Shannon Christine's design. It was a sale back in 2023 maybe. This is the one that I'm up to. I'm up to Nutcracker. Now I'm doing one a month I'm hoping to do. Now I did get a bit behind, and I have caught up for August, so that's pretty good. For this one, I got 669 stitches. Now I was hoping to get this Nutcracker finished yesterday, but when the table arrived, it arrived around 1 o'clock-ish, and that was it. I had the craft room cleared except for the table and computer. So when the package arrived, I cleared the table that I had in here and the computer and started putting it together, and I didn't finish it until it was 4 o'clock. It's just a big table. It's a big job. I started off by myself, and then Jules, my sister-in-law, came in and she gave me a hand, and we just potted along and got it done. And Tiger decided he wanted to help as well, so because I had to lay on the floor to do the screws up, so he's biting my feet or laying under my head as a pillow. Oh, it was fun. But there we go. I got off topic again. There we go with the Nutcracker. Now I'm halfway finished him. I've only got to put the this part of his hat on and the cream and finish his mug handle. But that's all I've got left to do this one, which hopefully I'll finish this one today, and then I'll be right up to date and then work out what the next one is. But I'm loving this one. This is done on a 28 count 2/2. It's a rose Lagana. I think it's a Lagana. This is one that hubby picked out for my fairy cross stitch. Fairy garden. So I had enough left, so I thought, well, I would do this one. I'm really loving the way this one's working. So I've only got 4 to go. August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, 4 to go. So let's see if I can... This one is for a finish this year. So let's hope that I can actually... I got off track for a little bit, but now I'm back on track. Let's hope I can get in front between now and September. Now in October, so that October's month is done beforehand. That's what I'm trying to do. And that way, when we go on holidays, I'm not falling behind in any of my whips. And in theory, I'm hoping that's going to work. Whether it will or not, we're yet to see. Keep posted. We will find out. Okay, the next one I worked on was hubby's linfox truck. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Now, this is a photo that he took himself, and I put it into Pit to Pat and made up the pattern. Now, I've told him I don't mind doing the trucks for him. Next time he parks one and wants it done, not so much dirt, thank you. Make it grass. But that's just the way it goes. But yeah, this is the second one I've done for him. He's got another one on the wall. I will have to do a finish video. I just haven't got around to it as yet. So this one I got 786 stitches on, and this one I'm just working on dirt. So it's virtually this part here, and I think I filled in a few up here. I finished filling in some odd stitches here. It's hard to actually show you exactly where I work because it's just all browns. But what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this year is just filling in as much of this as I can, because I would like to work on the truck part next year. So I need to get a fair whack of stitches in the dirt. Whatever I don't get in this year, I will do a strand of dirt next year and then work on the truck, and then back to a strand of dirt, because there is a lot of dirt. This is only just under here that I'm doing. I've got all this to go. This bit here is done up to about here. So there's still a lot of dirt to go. But that's okay. We will get through it. So just a lot of different browns. You wouldn't believe how many different browns are in there. Now my challenge for this one was to get to the other side. And I have done that, which I have showed it in my whip parade, my mid-year whip parade, but you will see it again in full at the end whip parade. So there we are with that one. Want to get it moving a bit quicker. But I'm not going to have as many whips to work on next year. I've cut it down just to see if that works for that year. And you'll understand why when I explain it to you. Okay, the next one I worked on is my stamped kit. Now this one, it doesn't have a cover photo, so I'll put a photo up here of what it's going to look like. Now this is just one that I've been doing upstairs when I wait for hubby to ring. If I go out, like when I went to the hospital with Jules the other week, I took this with me and done 5 hours work on it. There's the back, so you can see how much I have actually stitched. I'm pretty much halfway. And that's what it's looking like so far. Now there is a few odd stitches down here that I have to do, and then to here, there's halfway. So I've near enough done halfway because I've done a few stitches up here. But all in all, I think that looks all right. Now, as long as the grid lines come out, I'll be happy. But the tail just, it's a peacock, and the tail just looks great. I really love the way it's turned out. But hoping that it all turns out the way it should. See, I've still got a few odd stitches down here, but other than that, this is all done. A few odd stitches there. They're a colour of green and blue, and they've put green and blue together, which makes it so hard to work out what is what. So I have to take a photo with my phone and siphon the blue and the green together, and then I get it done. But that's what it's looking like. Really loving it. When I'm working on it upstairs now, I do a few mixed colours, then I do some background, then mixed colours and background, just to mix it up a bit. But on this one, in the fortnight, I got 650 stitches in, roughly. It's not, I don't count them stitch by stitch, I count them block by block. But when I'm just doing fill-ins, I sort of just keep a rough estimate of what I'm up to. So that one is always going to be a rough estimate until it's finished, and then you'll know how much I've done completely. Now that one stays in rotation. That one goes back upstairs with me, and I do that one every night. So that one will stay in rotation till it's finished, and then I'll just put another one in its place. And it'll be another stamped one, because that way everything is all here. I took it out of the plastic because of the noise of the plastic. So I just keep it all together, and that way I don't have to take anything up with me except for one bag. I've got a pair of scissors beside my bed. So all is good. I don't have to worry about anything else. Okay, I only have one more to show you. Wow, we got through that quick. Okay, so the last one I worked on was a Heaven and Earth design, the Rustic Coldren, artwork by Lisa Parker. Now, this one I have started 3 times. I'm happy with my choice now. I started it on a Lugana and an even weave, and I've come to the realistic that that's just not me. Now, the 28 count Lugana is fine. I love working on that one, and I think that's because it's 2/2. But as for doing it over 1, it's just not me. I just couldn't get into it, didn't like it, wasn't interested on stitching on it. So now I've changed it back to 8. So I think with my big ones, instead of trying to go smaller so that they're not so big, I'll just stick with my 8, because that's my happy spot. So the challenge for this one was to do part of this cupboard or showcase. That's not there now. So I did his ear, I started in the middle, I've come down to this cat. So that's my challenge, is to get that cat done. Now I only got 160 stitches on this one because something happened and I had to put it away, so I didn't get much done. But that's what the cat's looking like now. So he's not far off of being done. So when he is done, I'll work on the pathway like I have done up here. I'll just keep working on the pathway until I reach the bottom, and then I'll work from bottom up, because I'd rather work from bottom up. That's why I started in the middle, and to get to that cat so that I had a challenge, to put another challenge on here instead of trying to get to the front showcase, because I'd done that twice and I needed something different. So I thought, well, we'll do the cat. So he's probably 2 more settings and he may be finished. Not sure roughly how much I've got here, but there's not much to, like, for the rest of the outline of him. I could even finish it maybe in 1 sitting. We'll see. But yeah, I only got 160 stitches on that one. So not many, but something happened that day and I couldn't stitch much. So something is better than nothing. Okay, so what I'm going to be working on next fortnight if all goes well, I'll get to work on all of these. These are the other ones that were in my list to work on this fortnight, but just didn't get to them. But that's okay. So it's going to be Heaven and Earth Hubble Bubble Square by Lisa Parker. Now, I need to get some more of these bottles done because that's the challenge for this year. I just love that. I really think he looks like Tiger, which you haven't seen for ages. He's not even there this morning, so I can't even let him in. So that's Hubble Bubble. The next one is The Amazing Animal Kingdom by Amy Stewart. That's what this one's going to look like when it's done. Now, I'm on this shelf, and my challenge was to get this book done. Now, I think I'm about halfway done. So I need a couple of good stitchy days for that one. I don't pull this one out enough. So, but that's all going to change. The next one I'm going to work on is my wonderful hubby. I just love this photo. I just need to get into it. This is a photo from our wedding. This was the morning we were getting ready. We're in adjacent rooms. I'm on the other side of that wall. Yeah, so we got photos taken on the balcony. But just love this one. Now, that was taken by the photographer, and I've put it through Pit to Pat. I think this one, I'm pretty sure this one's done through Pit to Pat. But loving this one. So I want to get more of that one done. And I've got a photo of myself on the balcony as well, which I'm going to do in the same material, and they're going to stand side by side. The next one I want to work on is Heaven and Earth Breaking Free by Sarah Marchetti, whichever way you want to pronounce his name or her name. This is what it looks like when it's finished. Now, my challenge is to get the bottom of the snow globe done. I haven't got much of this one done at all this year, so I really need to step this one up. But I love this one because it's a snow globe and it's a horse. And if you know me, you know I collect snow globes. But I think that's going to change though, because when I was cleaning up my snow globes up the other end there, a lot of them have leaked everywhere. So they don't last very long apparently. Yeah, the glue must come undone inside, and as you pick them up to wipe them and, you know, dust them off like you do, the part in the middle moves and the water comes out. So I don't know whether I'm going to still keep them or not, or give up on keeping those sort of things. Here we go, I digressed again. That's a thing for that today. Okay, so the next one is Heaven and Earth, The Toy Shop by Amy Stewart. Unfortunately, I didn't get to work on that this fortnight. So I need to put extra work into this one because I'm down here. And the challenge for this one was to get to the bottom. I've done that. Got to that bottom, done that as well. Probably up to the elephant on this side, and I'm coming across with this showcase on this side. So there's not much in the middle to go, and yes, I have made sure it does line up, but I'm still itching to get it lined up just to be on the safe side. But I have pinned it to make sure it lined up, and it did, unless my pinning was wrong. But I'll finish off this bit in the cabinet, and then I might just keep going across until it does reach, just to put my mind at ease. But the new challenge I set myself was to get to 60%, and I think I'm on about 56. So that's doable by the end of the year. Worked out when I first set that challenge, which I think was about June, I had about 28 or 24,000 stitches to put into it. So we're on the right track for that one. And then the last one I'm going to be working on is my fairy garden. The challenge on this one was to get all these blue sections done all the way around. Now I've started on them, so we're on our way. This one's taken me a couple of years, but it's a chatelaine, so they do take a while. Okay, so let's show you what I'm going to be working on. Okay, so this is the starting point for Toy Shop. Oh. So this is the cabinet that I was telling you about. So I'm going to finish that cabinet and probably just keep moving along. I've done the toy at the beginning, the teddy bear, and now the cabinet. So I'm just picking an item and then just running with it. Instead of just doing like a couple of wiggly rows, I'm just picking an item and running with it. And this one was the bottom shelf of the cupboard, which is here. So the next one will be another bit of the cupboard, which is the out bit there, and then I'll just work over to the rug and then the toys. So I think that's the way I'm going to go. I was going to do this whole cupboard and put the black framework in, but a bit of cotton. But I want to make sure, I do want to double check that does match up. Because I'd hate to be getting all this done, all the other side done, and then I'm a row off. That wouldn't go down too well. So we'll just keep plodding along. But yeah, I've only got about 4% to do, and then my challenge is met. But that, I mean, I don't stop working on this one though. So that one's definitely in for next fortnight. Okay, what is this one? This one's hubby. This is where we are with hubby. So you haven't got much done. Last time I worked on it, I just worked up here. So I need to fill all this in. This is just his jacket. And that's where his arm's going to be resting. So I need to get all this filled in. And then I'll come back down to the bottom bit here. But yeah, I'll just keep working up and getting as much in as I can. There's plenty of colours in his jacket, that's for sure. So that's my starting point for hubby. And I do have enough fabric on the other side to do myself. I have a nice portrait of me standing on the veranda in my wedding dress. And I thought that would look nice side by side. The next one is the bookshelf. Oh, this one is already folded, so that worked out well. So this is the shelf. This is the book I was telling you about, how I said I'm about halfway. So I've just got to finish filling in that part of the book, then go over and do the other part of the book. And then if I get those bits of the book done, I'll move down and finish these books. And I think there's a fox or something down here. Yes, there's a fox down here. So I'll get this part of the book done, and then if I get a chance, I'll move down and finish these ones and get the fox in. But that's where we're starting on this one. And I really love working on this one. There's me and hubby at a show we went to. Made it into a needle minder. I really love working on all of these. This one is done, I think, on 18 count. It is. Oh, get in the bag. I'm having a shocker. There we go. Normally left on the Q snap. That's why it's in such a big bag. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is Breaking Free. This is another one I haven't worked on much this year. Just so much going on, I just don't seem to get to everything that I would like to. This is the starting point for this one, so this is where I've started it. Pinocchio's all finished, all this down the bottom is done. So I need to get working along here, and I think I've got to go up to about his shoulder. Yeah, so about his shoulder, and then that part of the bottom of the snow globe. So it's going to take a bit, but we're going to get there. This is my second oldest whip from Toy Shop. But yeah, so loving this one too. This one's done on a 16 count. Sorry, 18 count. So that's the starting point on that one. Sometimes I get all my challenges done. Other times I struggle because I think I set my challenges too high, or maybe not too high, I just have too many. But that's going to change. Okay, so the next one is Hubble Bubble. So I've got a... They're all off Q-snaps. I've got a funny feeling I haven't worked on any of these since my whip parade. Except for Hubby and Toy Shop. Other than that, I don't think I've worked on these since my whip parade. Because they're still off the Q-snaps. Okay, so this one is where I need it to be. So this cat is all done, which is looking like Tiger. But this is the part I'm doing. I'm just doing the bottles. And I will fill up here because that's the edge and there is a green... Yeah, there's a green bottle. There's a... Whoop, there, this side. There's a green bottle going up there. Nearly finished the blue one and then I've got the brown bottle. So that's the starting point for this one. And I really want to get back to this one as well. These are ones that I've got a lot into, but just recently haven't had time to do it. And I think that's because I started so many new ones. Like I said, that's all going to change. Can't wait to share my plans video with you guys. See what you think. Okay, the next one is my chatelaine. Now this one is on a long process to do this one, but chatelaines are, so this one I'm not in any hurry to get done, but we'll get done as we go. This is the starting point for this one. Now I've started on these, I've done 1.5, so all I've got to do is just keep working around and getting them all filled in. Now I know it's a lighter blue to that one, but I think it will set it off once it's all done. So I like it. There's just going to be beads left to go, and I think I've got some back stitching left that I haven't done in the middle there. But that's where we are with this one. This one's plodding along. And this one is going to be a probably a 4-year turnaround for a chatelaine, which is probably not too bad. Because chatelaines have got a lot of specialty stitches and a lot of different things, and you can't rush them. So that is what I'm going to be working on this fortnight. Hopefully everything goes well and I get to work on them all. Now we'll put up before pictures. I should have said that earlier. I will put up before pictures so you know what they look like before I worked on them. The same as I always do. And we'll take it from there. So I will put up another video, but it won't be until September. 27th. Oh. It'll be the second week. I don't have the calendar with the days on it. I've only got the book that I'm writing them in. But it will be September, the first week, or maybe the second week in September. So that's all I have to show you today. It wasn't a very long video compared to what I've been doing, but that's fine. Did a lot of rambling, but that's okay too. You said you don't mind the rambling as well, so I just told you a bit about life story, mixed in the middle, at the beginning. I know you like it at the end, but yeah, I had to get into it to tell you why I haven't stitched as much. But I'm still happy with my results that I got. 7,000 is still fine. I'm still happy with that. Even if I only got in 1,000, it's some progress is better than none. So that's the way I'm looking at it at the moment. So if you have any comments, leave them down below. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to pop along and watch Nessa's videos. It's cross-stitching with Nessa. She has some lovely work. We're doing a lot of the same ones as well, so you can see the difference in the stitching because she's stitching a different area to what I am. So you'll get to see both parts of it done. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, there is Fun with Cross Stitch, Fun with Cross Stitch Ocean. There's a holiday group, Fun with Cross Stitch. It's all, as long as you're in the main group, you can join all the little groups that have come off it. The Fun with Holiday is us travelling. We started travelling in January. We are on Route 3 at the moment, but if you still want to start and you want to start from, you've got to start from Route 1, of course. But that's fine. Just pop along, start from Route 1 and just work your way through. After all, it's a stitching game. It's all about your own journey. It's not a race. It's not, oh, you have to keep up with everyone else. You stitch at your own pace. So as long as you're happy with your stitching, that's fine. It's just a game to have a bit of fun with. You keep track of your stitching, which then you can see, oh, I've done this many stitches. And it's just a fun thing to do for everyone. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. I think I said that. You can get me on Instagram, which is Fun with Cross Stitch. My email is funwithcrossstitch@hotmail.com. Oh, my sinuses are playing up, I think. That's about it for now. I will see you in 2 weeks. I think that's about it. Well, there's no haul except for the lovely gifts that hubby has brought me, which I'll put photos up. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for listening to me ramble on. I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. If you do like it, give me a thumbs up. And that just helps with the algorithm. Oh, my words are shocking today. It helps with the algorithm. There we go. So happy stitching, everyone. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye for now.